Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. How y'all doing today? I'm doing well. Ooh, doing this whole camera thing again. Y'all know how that is. I'll get it right. And then I should leave it right, but I gotta break stuff down. I don't just leave it like that. I break it down. Anywho. So let's get this party started. Now, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Y'all go ahead. It's just 1 minute after. But I had everything ready, but you know how that is. You know how that is. Okay. This is what we're going to be listening to. Okay, hold on, Vicky. Ah! This Facebook and YouTube is my material. It's for my book, I Like to Say Yes, which I wrote. And my character is Miss Vicky, who's a preschool teacher. And we're going to listen to it. It's like the second video that I made of Miss Vicky. And so it's just 3 minutes. So let me turn it all the way up so we can give a listen. I was in high school. My girlfriend, the rain white, wore a turban. And I thought she looked so elegant. I wanted to wear a turban for this program. And I love the color purple. When I was a preschool teacher, I wore the color purple. The kids could pick me up. I was just explaining that the turban didn't represent any religious, anything religious. It's just that my girlfriend in high school, Lorraine, who I found, believe it or not, I think through these videos, that she used to wear a turban. Again, my name is Miss Vicky. The kids at former preschool teacher. The kids at the daycare preschool where I was a home visitor, they would call me Miss Mickey or Miss Wiki. But my name is Miss Vicky. And I wrote this children's book, I Like to Say Yes. Keep the yes in your child's vocabulary with I Like to Say Yes. I Like to Say Yes has 24 brightly colored pictures of well-dressed children running, jumping, and playing. Keep the yes in your child's vocabulary. The word yes is very important, and I use posts on my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram pages to talk about the importance of having or teaching your toddler and child to use the word yes. But before I continue, I have to ask you a question. Did you reach your child or grandchild last night? I think you did, because you know it's important. I know you do. That's what I went with. Reminding parents, grandparents to read to their kids. Did you read to your child last night? I always ask that question, even in my post. Did you read to your child last night? Your child or grandchild? Because a lot of times grandparents are now raising the kids. So, just explain that. Well, as I said, I do a little, I got a blog. I think blogs are supposed to be long. I just use like a sentence or two. But I use this arena to explain to you what I post on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter about the book. And this post reads, do you guys remember the song Cat in the Cradle? Listen, Cat in the Cradle. Okay, the song The Cat in the Cradle is about a father who doesn't have time with his kid after it's born. And when the father gets old, the kid doesn't have time to give back to the father because the father never taught him. And it's that Cat Stevens song. You guys could look it up on YouTube. I rented my son when he was young and couldn't understand to see. And when I was getting older and couldn't understand or see, my son We're at 5 minutes already. This walk is so quick, so fast, so fast. So let me explain that part. I think this came to me. I was doing something because I had a little eye incident. And my daughter had to read some things to me, and I just thought of all the times when I took her to the library. The first books we got, because I was a single parent, the first books we got were through the program, the government program, RIF, Reading is Fundamental. And she would get her free books, and of course she got her library card when she was like close to 5, going on 5. And because she could write her name, I remember she wrote it straight up on the library card. It was so cute. And I just appreciate the fact that she can read to me now. It was, so that's what I wrote, The Cat's in the Cradle. You read to your kids when they're young, and then they don't have any problem when you can't read. And you say, son, can you read this to me? They're like, sure, Dad. Or you said, daughter, can you read this? She said, sure, Mom. Because you read to them. So it's natural. And it's so funny because now, me and my daughter in this age of social media, we read posts back and forth to each other. But we've always read back and forth to each other from since she came out the womb. So that's the importance of reading. That's why I asked you to read to your child or grandchild. And so that was the reason for that. So I wrote all these little things, positivity of reading. Did I say great risings, great risings? So focused. Great risings in your home, on your job, in your personal life. Great risings in your family, in your community. Great risings in your personal life, in your health. Great risings. So that's it. I just started making those videos, and this is the second one. Is 3 minutes, but they get longer. They never go over 5 minutes, but they do reach 5 minutes. And you can see those videos on YouTube under I Like to Say Yes. And VC1Mayfield Camacho. So there's that. So where do we go from here, right? Well, if you walked all this week with me, you have successfully walked 3 hours, worked out 3 hours this week, because everybody doesn't walk. Some people do the hand weights, some people kick their feet. You have successfully walked and worked out 3 hours this week. We are also, if you started still working out with me from the beginning, we are in our 5th month. Our 5th month. I was thinking this morning, all the places I used to walk. All the places I used to walk. I think if we have old people, when we look and we sit down, but we think of all the places. I can't say that for maybe a lot of people who are not African American, because they had access to cars, or maybe people who did not live in New York. Though my father had a car the whole time he was in East New York, but his experience of riding on the back of the bus from Washington, D.C. to Charleston, South Carolina, in his Army uniform, was too much for him. And that was the last bus ride he took. He was driving after that. Thank goodness, because he'd be an angry man on the bus. Oh, we're at 10 minutes already. A third of the walk is already done. A third of the walk is already done. It'll be over in a minute. And we can get out in the sun. A third of the walk is already done. And it's beautiful outside. I put this light up here to see if I would get more light on me. Facebook doesn't look like it, but YouTube look like it's a good amount. So, that's it. Oh yeah, I was thinking I used to walk everywhere. Everywhere, all the time. And then I had to stop because I went to the gym. So I didn't walk every day at the gym. I did more of the weights. But every day I walked. Woke up, walked here, walked there, walked there. And as you get old, especially now in this quarantine, like that walking, other than this treadmill, is what I do. But well, I walked yesterday. Where was I? Fairfield. I walked around, and it was almost like I was shot out of a cannon. Walking slow, I'm telling you, I'm building muscles. But it's harder walking on the treadmill like this than regular walking. I mean, like I find myself slowing myself down saying, you're running. But it's like, I can't explain it. I'm sure someone in the physics can. But I walked all the time. Oh, I know I'm going to tell you, I am losing more Facebook friends since I started exercising. I tell you, I used to use friends. I used to lose friends when I would bug them too much about going to the gym with me, or going to the track with me, or going to play handball with me, or going to play tennis with me. I would lose friends because every time they spoke to me, I wanted to do some form of exercise, I wanted to do some form of workout, and they didn't want to. And they didn't want to hear about it, and they didn't want to talk about it. So, years go by. We're in a quarantine now, and thank goodness for the die-hard friends I do have that support me on my morning walks and walk with me on my morning walk. Like what I see in my head, all of us in the street meeting together, walking, or walking around the track. Someone breaks off and runs ahead, and then they come back and meet the group, and we're just walking and we're talking. Oh, it's so many good times. Oh, anyway, I'm back. But yeah, I'm losing the Facebook friends. I guess they don't like to come on the feed and see me walking or talking about exercising. But they did it when I was on television, during the phone days. They would answer their phone because I may be calling to ask them if they want to go to the gym or work out. Or if they just want to walk around and talk. But it was enough to turn them off, so maybe it's good to know I'm still turning them off. Anyway, we're at our 15-minute mark. Let's get our water. Take this off. Put it over here. I'm going to do this. Loosen this some. Now, this is... Hey, I got smart. Remember I told you about that place, the Jamaican restaurant that makes the juice? So I finished up my juice. And then I said, instead of scheduling time for me to make juice, let me just go back to that Jamaican restaurant. And I would take their condensed version, which is very strong, and I would water it down for my juice. And I don't have to be juicing. I had to make time to juice. Now all I got to do is make time to go to the Jamaican restaurant. Girl, everything they use. Folks, people, children, everything that at the Jamaican restaurant is green. So it's fresh. It's fresh greens, and it's enough ginger in there to cure whatever ails you. I think that juice should be on the COVID response thing or something like that. Here we go. Let's get our fast walk in. Let me clear this thing here so when we do our weights, we'll have that. You guys finished? Oh, I didn't swash around the water. Saturday. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Here we go. Squeeze your gut. Squeeze your gut. Takes the weight off your hips and your knees and your ankles. Squeeze your gut, push your belly button all the way back. many you got? Less than 2 minutes. Yes, y'all. Yes. Whew. 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 Hey. Oh. I don't know where the dark part comes from on the YouTube. Missing the light somewhere. I don't know what happened, but I was trying to see if I could get light somewhere. Light. I think I'm going to stand this lamp light that I have laying down. I'm going to stand it. Point it to me. Because from what I can see, it looks a little dark on Facebook. Ah, we did it. We did the whole week. The first week of the 5th month of us walking every day except Sunday. And when I started uploading the videos to YouTube, I noticed that I didn't start walking till January 2nd. Not the 1st, as I had thought. So, there's that. Oh. Wow. I feel like my body is reminiscent of the gym. Like all those muscles that I let lay dormant and almost atrophy. It doesn't take long because we're old. It doesn't take long. Yeah. When you're old, you stop, the muscles say, woo, and they just go back to being flabby matter. Not protecting your bones, you know? So, there's that. But now I'm feeling more, especially since I've gotten the weights. I took the other weights upstairs, so I've been working out with them. So I'm feeling like normal. And normal for me was going to the gym 2, 3, 4 times a week, lifting weights. Walking on a treadmill sometime. But I could easily, and I've done it, just to walk around, because we're on a dead-end street. So I just walked around. Just walked around the street, so, you know. But you can't do that when it's cold and raining, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm grateful for Betsy. I don't want Betsy to ever think that I ain't grateful for her. Because I truly am grateful for her. Yeah, I gotta do something with the light for the live. You know? I think I'm gonna try to stand that light up there and see if it shines towards me for Monday. Let's see. It's everything. It's the protons, neutrons, electrons. Is everybody firing? Yes. Protons, neutrons, electrons. Is everybody firing? Yeah. Okay. Pick me down first. I don't think I ever could do it in reverse. So, okay. Yeah, right? Whew. Now I'm going to slow it down to 1 for our weights. Whoa! 1 is hard. Wow. 1 is some hard walking, y'all. 1 is hard walking. See? 1 is hard walking. Plus it's like you're putting weight on one leg and then the other, and one and the other, instead of like quick successions where it's even. But I did that. Got your weights? Look at the barbells. Hello, barbells. Glad to see you. See, upstairs we'd be doing this, but down here we don't have this kind of room. So squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbows. I'm only doing 10 until I get used to the barbells. Ooh. Ready? 1. Good luck. Holy guacamole. That's been, I think I've been lifting like 2 pounds. So, whew. Yes, indeed, y'all. Yes, indeed. Happy Mother's Day to you. And if you're a father, mother to you too. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to you. Mother's Day. Every day. I'm not doing anything special. My daughter, no, she's old enough to know. She wrestled this down for me 5 months ago. That was a Mother's Day gift. She keeps the electricity on. That's a Mother's Day gift. A roof over our head. That's another Mother's Day gift. Beautiful dogs to protect us. That's a great Mother's Day gift. So she gives me all the time. But for y'all who just get it on Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to you guys. Well, I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. Happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. Thank you for walking with me. Thank you for supporting me. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. Great company. This fast walk is over. YouTube, see you on Monday.